Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX. We are 3 months into the pandemic and we all are trying to do our best in whichever way we can to fight it, to deal with it, and to try to make it the new normal. Today, I'm joined with Himanshu Agrawal. He's the founder and CEO of Magneto Cleantech. It's a startup which is helping the government and the corporates helping fight COVID-19. In which way and how are they doing so? Let's hear it from him. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Himanshu.
Welcome, and thank you for having me here, and good noon and a safe time and I would say comfortable summertime at this point of time.
Yes, that is there for sure. Himanshu, can you help know and make our viewers understand a bit more about what is the startup and how is it functioning and working and helping the government and the corporates?
So our startup is focused on clean and healthy and safer air.
Okay.
As we already know that the air quality has been a serious issue, which has been connected with several health aspects. But this coronavirus coming in has made this particular aspect the necessity of this moment. One of the biggest challenges that corporates and the entire, I would say, community out there, even in their homes or offices or schools or places, is what should I do to overcome this heat? So all of us know at this point of time, we all run air conditioners. But is it safe enough to run your air conditioner? Am I safe if I'm opening up my office? Am I safe if I'm running up my business? This is $1 million question that is there in front of every individual. That's where we are making an impact. As Magneto Cleantech, an enterprise which is focused on large-scale air pollution problem solving, we invented India-centric magnetic filterless air purification process that attaches to all kind of air conditioning machines. Since this process is now co-powered with UV, which is also known for antimicrobial capabilities, and our trap and kill magnetic process, it is one of the finest and a preventive measure that the likely prevention from the coronavirus spread if you have to run your air conditioning system. Because this system will attach to your air conditioning machine and will help you in preventing spread of this disease.
Himanshu, can you help us understand, does this only work for at a larger scale or somebody can get this at home as well? Or is it something that a mechanism which can be only used for corporate buildings and stuff like that?
So I think a very relevant point. I could see that you are also looking at how you can live this safer and healthier maybe at your home.
Yes, absolutely.
All of us have this question. Our original journey started with large spaces problem solving.
Okay.
We already done up hospitals, hotels, buildings, schools, but we are there everywhere. Maybe 8 hours, 10 hours, we are there at the workspaces. What about our own homes? So today, we are on the verge of commercializing a small series of the product, which is also suitable for these home air conditioners and split air conditioning machines.
So can you explain to me a bit better as to how does this function? So if in case you have a central air conditioned cooling system in your office, so how does this work there?
So in a typical air conditioning machine, as you would know,
yes,
you always have a filter. We all have air conditioners and we all have filters, right? This is a very simple process, which is just a 6 inches pre-built up structure.
Okay.
Which replaces this pre-filter that you have in your aircon machine.
All right.
You just replace it, fix it.
So this does not hamper the air conditions and stuff like that because the filter is the most important part of it.
Right. So I think I'm very happy to see this, that you are not a non-technical person, but you are asking a point which is so much more important.
Yes.
Actually, this system ends up saving energy and prolonging the life of air conditioning machine.
All right.
All of us know when your air conditioner does not cool, what's the first thing you do?
You clean your filter.
You clean the filter.
Yes.
If it still doesn't cool, you call a technician and he comes and cleans that heat exchanger.
Hmm.
So imagine by keeping this kind of a system, if you're able to keep that heat exchanger clean, you're saving energy.
And is this like a process, a one-time process, or does a person need to do a 6 monthly check on it, or do you have like a, after 3 months, your technician will come and have a look at it? How does that work?
Okay. Since air is very dynamic,
Yes.
air quality is not constant. So is the air pollution is not constant. We have developed a MagnetoCare platform.
Okay.
Whereby we have air quality monitoring data and machine learning sciences built behind with it. Automatically, based on your behavior and usage pattern, our algorithm data automatically will send out a message to you for the timely upkeep and cleaning of the system.
All right.
The system itself has got a life of 8 to 10 years because this is not a conventional filter. This is a magnetic filterless process.
I also mentioned in the beginning that you're helping the government as well. So this is available in our government offices as well now, that this particular facility?
Right. So in fact, one of the very interesting and one of the very respectable endorsement that we recently had, one of the government very forward-looking body like EESL, which advises the entire sector for the sustainability and energy saving, has chosen, after a lot of technical validation, to implement that in their project, in which they introduced on the Earth Day, which just recently passed by. So you'll be seeing more and more of our product adopted at different levels of the government as well.
Two important things that I would like to point out is one thing that you mentioned is there is energy saving, and there is your control of the air quality. These are two very important things we talk about, not right now. Right now the situation is where you're very concerned about it, but especially in a city like Delhi, we've been having this discussion for the last 2 years where the air quality has been reducing a lot. What is the way forward you're looking at for your startup?
So for us, it started from air quality, but today it is all about safety and hygiene.
Yes.
If you look at the coronavirus, the air conditioning system itself can become an infectant if it is not handled in the appropriate manner, because you are recirculating that air, and if the virus becomes airborne, that infectious load can go us. So this particular system, since it is trap and kill, is one of the blessings. And as a startup, we are here to make that mark and solve India-centric problem in a localized, in a more comprehensive way.
Interestingly, it's a very interesting aspect and a very important one, just like I pointed out right now, because health is priority now, and it is interesting to understand that the Indian sectors are also starting to make it important, because earlier it was not in our mindsets. I want to know a little about your background. From how did this concept and idea started to happen for you?
So it's a passion for me, always to do an innovation and look at more inward as a country and as an individual. I have been in heating cooling business for more than 3 decades. My journey towards the air quality started way back in 2005, when I could see that this exponential real estate and air conditioning industry growth rate will also bring about a new challenge, which is called sick building syndrome. Every growing up economy has gone through with that cycle. So looking at that and having that foresight, we started to do our invention. And 2015, when the PM 2.5 came in, that's where the further traction happened. And finally, in 2017, looking at India pandemic situation, we introduced far-sighted Magneto Central Air Cleaner. If I were to add here, maybe we are looking at coronavirus as pandemic, which is a global pandemic.
Yes.
But if you look at in context to India, we already had a pandemic, which is TB. Now, most of us would not know it, but if you go it in the doctor community, in the medical community, and in many other levels, people do know that India already has a huge amount of airborne infectious burden.
Yes.
That's why we particularly focused on a deeper India-centric problem associated with air infection as well as particle control.
That is excellent and something that we need. And even our Prime Minister has been saying for a period of time now that it is important that we have homegrown inventions, and there's nothing better than homegrown inventions. Just my last question to you. What next, if we talk about invention point of view or innovating something in aspect of health from your end, and how are you looking at the pandemic and your views on that?
So you have touched a very interesting point. Next week, probably we will be reaching out to you again, because we are on a breakthrough of one of the biggest challenge that the entire world is facing. All our doctors and health workers who are the caretakers, they are getting affected.
Yes.
How can we do our localized engineering whereby we can safeguard them, we can isolate these people? That's our next invention.
Excellent.
Which is called, we already given it a name, we already doing our in-house testing, and soon we'll be filing a patent, and that is when we'll be going to the market.
Excellent. We're looking forward to that, and thank you so much. Every little deed done towards humanity is always appreciated, and this is very, very important. And as you pointed out, the pandemic is here in the world, but yes, India has been facing different sort of pandemics in different ways, and health is priority. Thank you so much, Himanshu, for speaking to NewsX, and continue doing such excellent work.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.